Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Shannon Ashley here. If you clicked this video, if you made it here somehow, you may have seen one of my Los Angeles videos, or maybe you're here from one of my Las Vegas videos. So I just wanted to set the record straight that I was born and raised in Southern California. I've never lived in Las Vegas in my life, so this video is full advice from a Los Angeles County native on how to survive living in LA. I'm gonna give you guys the secrets, I'm gonna give you guys the tea, I'm gonna give you guys the keys. I forget the word I'm always forgetting the word I'm looking for. But shout out to my friend's brand. It's called Second Notice. This is cool, right? Get your eyes a little All right, so let's just get started. I'm not even gonna ask you guys to subscribe or like the video because it's just like, if you wanted to, you would do it, you know? I'm gonna have my handy dandy phone here. I have 10 tips for you guys. Tip number 1 is to live in a cheaper area. I think a lot of people, when they think of LA, they think they gotta live by the beach or in downtown or in Hollywood. Those places will suck your bank account dry and it'll suck your soul dry quick, okay? Like just really fast. So I strongly recommend living in a cheaper area. And what's a cheaper area? Anywhere outside of the beach, downtown LA, Hollywood, Highland Park and Glendale. Those areas are like on the rise right now. Of course, there's always cheaper spots in nice areas, but personally, as an LA native, I think it's worth living in a nicer, safer area and commuting to like the hot spots when you want, rather than just being in the hub in the midst of everything just to say you're in the hub in the midst of everything, because honestly, that gets old real quick. And if you want to know how, go watch the Why You Shouldn't Move to LA video. I'll explain everything. Just the thought. Tip number 2 is to have a roommate. And this is especially if you're just moving to California. Having a roommate and being able to cut your rent in half in LA is just like a huge stress relief. Rent is another one of those things that will just suck you dry, literally, in California. Like, rent is so expensive to keep people away. But it's also nice to have a roommate, just to have someone to talk to. Granted, your roommate's a cool, nice person that actually talks to you. But more than talking, like, the benefit of having a roommate is financial. Yeah, they might drive you crazy. Yeah, they might be a little dirty. Yeah, they might have an attitude, but they're saving you money. And the more you save, the longer you can stay in LA. Okay, tip number 3 to surviving in Los Angeles: using public transportation or carpooling, especially like if you decided to move to like the not popular areas and moving and you like found a job in the city, you know. Carpooling or using public transportation is a huge way to save money on gas, because gas and driving, you're gonna find that everyone drives in California, everyone. If you can find a way to not be like everyone else, one, you're cool and people are gonna like have mad respect for you because they're like, oh, you don't drive? Like, they're gonna look at you kind of sideways, but then they're gonna be like, oh, what is that like not driving? You know, of course there's a lot of people that use public transportation, but it's not anywhere like New York or anywhere else in the world. Like, a lot of people drive in California. It's like a thing because a lot of people live so spread out from where they work, hence traffic is so bad. And then going back to the first 2 things, if you decide to have a car in California, and your car insurance, the more populated area you live in, the worse your car insurance is going to be. So that kind of piggybacks on like why you should live in a cheaper area, is because your car insurance and your wallet will thank you. Okay, tip number 4 is to save. It's kind of hard to save, especially when you're living out here, because the thing about California is that, especially Los Angeles, is there's always something to do, whether it be like a concert, a bar, sports, Disneyland. None of this is happening right now during quarantine, which is kind of nice because a lot of us are saving our money. But regardless, like, it's just, there's always something going on, and it always feels like there's people, and it's not necessarily people, but it's always feeling like your pocketbook is being pressured. Like, someone's always trying to pull money out of your pocketbook. So if you can learn how to say no, I'm on a budget. It's not sexy out here, but if you can be on a budget and save, not only will you stay in California longer, but like you can start to achieve like some really cool financial goals. If you are not a saver and you move to Los Angeles, you might run into some issues. Like you gotta have some money like stashed away, you know? So you definitely want to be a saver when you live out here. And you don't, okay, of course you want to put money aside every month, but I want to say like save on little things. Like you don't have to always shop at Target. Try the Dollar Tree or the 99-cent store. And another huge saver for me is because like I like being social and I like going out, is like I am that person who's always like, do you want to split a meal? Like, truth be told, if someone was cheap enough, I would split an appetizer. But I'm always that person who like wants to split a meal because I want to stretch $1, okay? I know how hard it is to live in California. So that's just another huge tip as well. Number 4 actually went into number 5, which is splitting a meal. So I mentioned this splitting a meal thing and like why it's such a big thing is because there's so many food places and it feels like you're always being like asked and tempted to go out because like you always see these like juicy tacos on Instagram or like a new good spot, like, and you just always want to go out, and you don't always have to say no. Like there's a balance. But if you learn how to split meals, it's like you can go out twice for the price of one. So I love, like I said before, I love splitting a meal or two. If I could split an appetizer, you know I would. So yeah, split meals. Like find someone to split a meal with. And honestly, I'll say it again, like that is the fastest way you're gonna lose money out here, is constantly going out to eat. Because everyone, like, we're so social with eating out here. It's like we always want to go out to eat. We always want our iced coffee. We always want, you know, we go out to eat over ice cream. Like, it's a thing. And if it's not ice cream, it's a taco. So, or wings. Or chicken and waffles. You get me? Number 6. Speaking of food, if you are able to say no to people and just write out going out eating at all, like that is another secret. It's just eating at home and meal prepping. I say meal prepping, and what I mean by that is just, especially like if you don't live with a family, make enough food that'll last like a couple days so you don't go hungry and like feel the need to go eat out. So that's what I mean by meal prepping. But eating at home is like so crucial for making your, you know, first year or your first, you know, and these honestly tips can be used like anywhere when you first move out. But you will save so much money just by eating at home and cooking ahead. So definitely incorporate that into your routine. And all this stuff, like if you're planning on moving to Los Angeles and you haven't done so yet, like you should start just incorporating this into your routine now, so when you get here it's like clockwork, you know, it's no big deal. Number 7, I feel like this is just making me like the most antisocial person ever, but like you need money to live in Los Angeles. So I'm trying to be upfront and help you guys, okay? I would limit going out when you first move here. I know it's gonna be hard because you wanna go out and meet people. I mean, you can go out, but like maybe go to the beach or like to parks or hikes, like something that's just free. You know, I would limit going out to the bars and the clubs. I mean, you can get in for free, right? But like those drinks start to add up, and you can get people to buy your drinks too. But like, just like the Ubers, for me in Los Angeles, it's the Ubers that always add up. Like I could do the drinks, whatever, but like the Ubers kick my butt. So I'm just saying, like, limit going out your first year here, so just until you have like a nice cushion, and then go out more. And I'm not saying like never go out, but I'm saying like don't go out every single chance you get. Like, you know, say no from time to time. It'll pay off. So yeah, like I said, number 8 is to just take advantage of all the free activities. California, the reason why people love California, specifically Los Angeles, is because of the great weather. Like, our weather gives us so many opportunities to do so many fun activities. You go to the beach, granted you have to pay to drive there and to park, but you go to the beach. We have so many amazing parks in California, like parks with lakes, parks with hills, yada da. And then there's like museums you can go to for free. There's just so much you can take advantage of just because California has really good weather. So I would, you know, focus on like, if you're gonna go out, exploring like some of the free activities and stuff, just so that you're not spending your money on every little thing, because it is really easy to spend like $100 in a weekend and you're like, what the heck happened? Like, and that's just like, if you say yes to everything and every activity, because people, like, you're gonna meet a lot of people and everyone has a different story. Like a lot of people, maybe they have a high-paying job when they first move here, maybe they've already saved, maybe they're living with their parents, maybe they don't have to pay rent, whatever the story is. Like, people are coming from all different walks of life, but if you are moving here and trying to stay, like, you have to be focused on making your dollar. You gotta stretch a dollar, okay? That's just what I gotta say. Number 9, so another secret to surviving in Los Angeles is just being super aware of your surroundings. I feel like a lot of people come here and they think everything's just so dreamy and perfect, but there is a lot of weird stuff that goes on here, as in any city. So you just want to really be aware of your surroundings and where you're going, who you're gonna be with, and just, I guess I could say, when you're being aware of your surroundings, like, you don't have to stunt everywhere you go in LA, especially at night. Like, people are on the lookout for you. Not everyone has good intentions for you. So just watch where you're going, watch what you wear to some of these places. Like, if you have a nice car out here, you really want to know the area that you're going to before you just show up, before you just, you know, pull up at places. Like, if you bring your Mercedes-Benz out here, don't just be pulling up anywhere, anytime. Like, you know, people, there's some scammers, there's some thieves out here. Like, you just don't want to put yourself in that position. So like, safety is a huge big thing, and you just want to like be on the lookout, you know. So yeah, just get familiar with your surroundings. And my last tip for, or secret for surviving Los Angeles is, and I know this is gonna seem a little I don't know, pretentious or snobby maybe, but I'm just being real, is you really want to question people's intentions. So not everyone has good intentions for other people. A lot of people use people in Los Angeles. They just want to see like how you can help them get somewhere or to wherever they're going. So a lot of times this is apparent when someone's like, oh, what's your Instagram? Like, I'm a person, and what I look like or do online, like, I'm here in the flesh, and you're more concerned about what I look like online. Like, I can't tell you guys how many times that's happened to me, and specifically Los Angeles. Like, I have lived in the suburbs of Los Angeles, and I went to college for 4 years in Orange. So I've done a lot of like experiencing people before actually like spending more time in LA. And I've just noticed, like, there's just a lot of like people that don't have good intentions. They just want to use you, or yeah, that's really what it is. They want to use you to get to like another social standing, or they want to like make themselves seem better than you. So I'm just being upfront and real. There's a lot of weird people out here, and most of these people aren't from here. So that's the funny part, to be honest. It's like, you're not even from here and you're trying to act like you're better than me. But I hope these tips and secrets help you guys if you're trying to move to Los Angeles, or if you already live here. Moral of the story is just be on the lookout and save your money. That's really all I can say. Not everything that glitters, not everything that gold glitters, whatever the saying is. But yeah, let me know if you guys agree. I'm always up for discussion down in the comment box below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I don't know what else to say. People were like, do some more LA videos, and I'm like, all right. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.